Football is not coming home, Mother Flower. That's right. Football is not coming home. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 249. We are literally one episode away from Big 250, Mother Flowers. Can you believe that shit? We're almost at 250. One episode away, Mother Flowers. And that thanks to all you awesome Mother Flowers out there tuning in each and every single week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Obviously, this podcast is available on iTunes, Stitcher, PodBean, and of course, also over at, because thanks to you guys, over at Spotify. That's right, so you have different places to check out this podcast, to download, listen to on the go. And as always, though, Mother Flowers, I am not alone. It's the Mother Flower named Steve, and I'm here joined by my co-host, my brother from another mother, all the way in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Walter, how the fuck you been, buddy?
Yeah, it's been pretty hectic today, but
been hectic.
Still it's craziness going on, but still doing the show. I definitely want to go over a few things that we're gonna discuss today. So
all I know is, bro, someone's coming for us, motherfuckers. That's beside the point, though. Bro. I don't know, bro. Some guy named Brock Lesnar. I don't know, dude. Dude, is your fan still on, by the way, bro? Your fan still on?
Oh, yeah, no, the fan's on. I'll turn that off.
There you go.
We don't need that other fan on.
There you go, bro. There you go,
two
brother.
Fans.
Got two fans. Bro, this guy's rich, yo. This motherfucker's rich, yo. It's a rich-ass Mother Flower right here. Knowledge of Walter, okay, knowledge of wrestling. Yeah, I can't believe, yeah, bro. I can't believe I just can't believe it's your fucking old name right now. I don't know why. Anywho, bro, how the fuck you been? I know it's been crazy. I know you've been going through a lot of shit right now. But other than that, I hope you're okay. I hope you're fucking okay. Before we go any further, I take this time to wish a happy birthday to our homie himself, Big Mike, from the Big Mike Wrestling Recap Show. If you have not yet, head over, guys, show him some love. Wish him a happy birthday. Again, guys, it's his day. And I hate how Twitter just freaking updated their app on the phone. But guys, again, head over to Twitter. Show him some love on Twitter at Big Mike 199519. Tell him we wish him a happy birthday and stuff like that. Very good guy. Awesome stuff, guys. Again, I know today he had a fun time checking out the Big Three. So, again, that's why he's not here today with us. But, again, it's his birthday. Hopefully he's having a good time. But, Walter, man, there's a lot of stuff to get into this week, man. A lot of stuff to get into. Big news came out this week. And, of course, apparently there is a pay-per-view coming up to literally this Sunday. And, of course, the World Cup finale coming up as well, man. So, obviously, the title below said this is our WWE Extreme Rules 2018 preview and predictions edition of the show. And as well, we'll get to other numerous topics that happened this week. But, Walter, are you ready, bro? Are you excited, bro?
For that show?
No. Just to get this out of the way, you know, to get this over with, get the show on the.
For the podcast or for the pay-per-view? What are you talking about?
I guess for the pay-per-view, bro. You excited for Extreme Rules, bro? Keep it 100.
No, I'm not. I'm keeping it 100. What is there to be excited about? I don't even. What? Is there only one Extreme Rules match? Or are they all Extreme Rules?
I have no idea, dude. I guess all of them are Extreme Rules, or is like, I don't fucking know, bro. I don't fucking know. All I know right now is, dude, that this Sunday's a pay-per-view, and right now, WWE is struggling, dude. We've been saying this for a while.
Really struggling.
So, Extreme Rules is this Sunday, live on pay-per-view from the PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the hometown of Kurt Angle. And I'm looking at this card. By the way, it starts at 7 p.m., dude. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right?
That's terrible.
Because now, apparently now, every pay-per-view now, it starts at 7 p.m. It's co-branded. They start at 7 p.m. So 4 hours, dude. 4 fucking hours of this monstrosity, dude. Holy shit. And I'm wondering why. I'm really, as I'm opening this can of Pepsi, I'm wondering why. Why do all these shows need to really be 4 hours? You know?
Yeah, I'm not digging that concept at all. I mean, It's one thing if you want to do it for Money in the Bank and whatever show was 4 hours, the big pay-per-views, but now you have this with what it looks like filler, like complete filler. Like you're not really attempting to build anything till the next pay-per-view, which is SummerSlam, arguably your biggest pay-per-view of the summer. Well, it is. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why 4 hours? What are you gonna fill with those 4 hours? I don't see how this could have been a 3-hour show. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what you're gonna do. Add pointless segments.
And you know what's crazy, bro? Like, I said this in my reviews leading up to the show. To me, again, because the time of the year that we're in right now, we're on the road to SummerSlam. SummerSlam is literally a couple of weeks away, right? WWE's second biggest show of the year. Extreme Rules should be the show to build up to SummerSlam, get people excited for the event. And reality is, they're not doing that. They're not really doing that right now. And I'm looking at this card, bro. There's 12 matches on this card. Two of them are on the kickoff show.
Oh, well. Damn, there's 10 matches on the main card?
I shit you not, bro. I'm shitting you.
What matches are on the main card? I could only think of three. Three that are official, like, that might be good. But everything else is, like I said,
4 hours
no
of
build up or it's not going to be good.
4 hours of sports entertainment, pal. Yeah. 4 hours of Roman. Care, pal.
Nah, Roman's the last hour. It's not all 4 hours.
I know. So, by the way, dude. So Andrade's finally been found. By the way, apparently he's gonna actually go at it with Sin Cara on the kickoff show.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, it should be an okay match. I'm going with Andrade, obviously, even though Andrade won last week, or this past Tuesday, he won on SmackDown against Sin Cara, so they could probably do 50-50 booking, but I'm hoping Andrade gets the win here.
Dude, that would be terrible if they do 50-50 booking.
It's WWE, bro.
If they do that, they're gonna ruin the character. Like, just don't have him lose to someone like that. I mean, Sin Cara, respectful, whatever, but get him undefeated until he faces like a legitimate opponent, like a Orton or something.
Exactly. You know what's crazy, bro? You know what's insane, dude. But I'm looking at this right now. You think about this, right? Andrade Cien Almas leading, like, it's coming to NXT, it's coming to the main roster. Yeah, he's kind of been lost in the shuffle. He's just been used now. In NXT, this guy had the match of the year, right? This is a guy who a couple months ago had the match of the year with Johnny Gargano, right? At TakeOver Philadelphia. Probably the best match for the best NXT main event in the history of NXT. You go from that to that high, if you will, right? And now, kickoff show.
Well, he's a newbie, so I'm not gonna like shit on that. And dude, at least he's on the show. What does all these other NXT calls really do? I mean, Bobby Roode, what the fuck's he doing?
I have no
Elias, what is he doing? So at least he's on the damn
apparently, dude, Elias has an album coming out. By the way, an album. So, move over Drake, bro. I'm telling you, man, that the Elias album gonna be fire, bro. I'm telling you right now. I'm trolling, obviously.
We'll see how that album does. It probably does better than Cena's.
Move over Drake. What did Drake have, yo? What's that shit called?
Scorpion?
Scorpion? Man, move over Scorpion, bro. Move over Scorpion, bro. All about Elias right now. I'm trolling, obviously. So, we're going to agree it's Andrade Cien Almas. It'd be stupid if they do 50-50 booking. It'd be fucking stupid. We have the New Day versus Sanity in a tables match. Yeah.
And that's the kickoff. Why?
I'll be honest about it. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. From what I saw on SmackDown, it's a shame that Sanity's already losing already. They're losing and shit. Like, they're in the main event this past Tuesday. It's like a 10-person tag, right? And I want to say it was Daniel Bryan who pinned Eric Young. And it's like, I get it. You needed a body to get pinned on and shit. But why the fuck are we pinning Sanity already? Why are we having Sanity already lose on TV? Granted, I get it. For a lot of people, Sanity really didn't do much on NXT, and I get that. I understand it, but it's like, you're bringing this duo up. You're having them, get at it with the New Day, with the Usos, and you're having them just lose just like that. It's just so stupid to me. To me, I'm going with Sanity to get the win here. They need the win, obviously. They need the fucking win. They need it.
Yep. Sadly, it's in the kickoff, but I mean, you gotta get them. You gotta get them some. This is the pay-per-view debut. You're really not gonna have them lose, are you? And then obviously New Day will get their win back. And yeah, I mean, Sanity losing, I've seen a couple times through the clips. I don't know what they're doing with that. I don't know, man. It's SmackDown booking. It's WWE booking. So hopefully Sanity wins, and we know New Day will get their win back eventually. So not just let Sanity win this one for once.
Now, for all you mother flowers out there, if you guys have predictions as well, let us know in the chat. Your predictions, we'll read your predictions as well as we go on through with the show. Moving along here, we have the main card. Let's start from the bottom and work our way sort of to the top, all right? We have Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens in a steel cage match. Okay, I want to know this, okay? Why oh why are they feuding? To me, the way I look at it is, hey, here's Braun Strowman. He's the he's the monster in the bank, which we've all agreed, right? That Braun Strowman should have. There's no reason for him to be holding on to this fucking briefcase. No fucking reason, but he is, because again, WWE logic is like, fuck it, why the hell not, right? Even though he won the greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, which also meant nothing. It really did. The way I look at it is, here's Braun Strowman literally having his way with Kevin Owens week after week after week. And they've had matches on TV already. Why do I need to see this on pay-per-view? For what purpose? I get it, it's a cage match, woohoo, but still. Obviously, I'm going to go with Braun Strowman. I hate the fact that Kevin Owens getting fed to this guy. You know, people want to talk about Roman Reigns being shoved. This guy being forced down my throat as well every single week on television. But that's none of my business, though.
No, I mean, some fans are just hypocrites, man. But yeah,
I just don't see it. I don't see it.
You don't see what?
With Braun Strowman, like, what's the whole like?
Well, I see the appeal. I'm just not as big as a fan as everyone else is. I know he's a good talent. It's just they kind of fucked up because they should have made him champion by now. That's why it's like, it's kind of, for me, it's dying a little, but maybe not for everyone else. I'm like, he gave him the Money in the Bank. Why? And, should have been champion probably a long time ago. But the match itself, it is pointless. It makes no sense. Owens what's going to happen here? A squash match? How are they going to work this match? It's Extreme Rules, so they needed a stipulation match. But fuck, obviously Strowman's gonna win, but it is like literally complete. Like, it's not even good filler. That's the problem. Like, what's the point of this feud? You're right. There's fucking Strowman put him in the porta potty.
A porta potty, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking Kevin Owens came out like the Blue Meanie. He's literally the fucking Blue Meanie's offspring. Literally, that's what he came off as and shit. You wonder why the ratings are in the shitter right now. You wonder why Raw's ratings right now are in the shitter. Obviously, I'm gonna go with honest. Listen, I want to say Kevin Owens. I want to say they're gonna go with the fucking shock win, but they're not gonna do that. I'm going with Braun Strowman, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be shocked if Owens wins.
I know.
That means they'll be carrying the feud pretty much.
Unfortunately, God forbid, right? God forbid. We then get Finn Balor, everyone's favorite smiling fuck, versus Constable Baron Corbin. I'll be honest with you, bro.
Wow.
This feud, and again, it's one of those things where, okay, it's this whole thing of Finn Balor smiling like a goof, right? Claiming that Baron Corbin is now this corporate stooge. He's a stooge, he's this, he's that, making fun of what Baron Corbin is wearing now, making fun of the haircut, and shit like that. But the reality is, dude, let me ask you this question, bro. Are you excited for this feud? Are you, as well as me, I think as well as many other people out there, are you, have up to here with smiling Finn? It's like, did someone, cut his balls off?
Bro, Finn is so... I mean, he's always been like that, though. He's been fruity this whole time, and You know, I just never really dug him like that. Like, you know, it's not but it's not just that, but like this feud is fucking pointless too. Like, I haven't even been paying attention to this. Like, I like Baron Corbin. He has a direction now. Like, he's more entertaining than he was without being the Constable. Like, him as Constable's one of the highlights of Raw to me. And that's saying something. That's not saying much, but
say that again, bro. Say that again.
I'm saying him being the Constable, Baron Corbin, like, that's one of the highlights of Raw. And that's not really saying much, but I'm not buying it. Like, this is so pointless. I guess Finn wins, but really, this is another, like I said, filler match. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's like they don't even attempt to make these feuds good or interesting. Like, what is the point? This is just a joke, pretty much.
Yeah. But that being said, I'm gonna go with Finn because, again, they're programmed to have Finn to win here. Why the fuck not? You know, whatever.
Finn downgraded badly.
You know what? You could say, oh, they're using Finn Balor to, you know, get the attention of the LGBT community, all the fuck you want, and this and whatnot. But even if that, like, yo, you cut his balls off. They literally cut this guy's balls off and shit.
Bro, they're not really doing... If you're really going to do that, why don't you try to push him a little more, don't you think? But no, you have him stuck with these feuds, and it's like, yeah, you really don't know what to do with Finn anymore. You really fucked him up. I mean, if you went from pushing him like crazy, and now... you don't even know what to do with him anymore.
2 years ago, to this date.
3 years ago, right? No, 2 years ago, you're right.
He came up to the main roster, he had that match with Roman Reigns, and he was pushing the fucking moon. Yeah. And
that's what they get. They should have had these random-ass feuds with Baron Corbin at the beginning, or whoever it was. And yeah, fans would have bitched, but at least there would have been some momentum for him, and then eventually you get to that next level, but you threw it right away, he gets injured, and he never really recovers from it. He hasn't won a title yet in WWE. I'm not counting NXT. In the main roster, he hasn't won a single title yet. It's been two. Yeah. Oh, besides the Universal title. After the Universal title, I mean, he hasn't won anything else.
Yeah. Thinking this whole thing. So, we got Jeff Hardy and Shinsuke Nakamura for the U.S. title. I think this is Nakamura's time to finally win the belt. I think it's gonna happen here. Listen, if it doesn't happen here, it's like, bro, what the fuck you doing with Nakamura?
He's done. He's done for me already. But you might as well have him win, or else you're just
to be fair with you. To be fair with you, it looks like a good match. It should be a fun match, right?
This is Shinsuke we're talking about, and we're talking about a declining Jeff Hardy.
So what? It's Jeff Hardy.
I don't think if it's a bad match, I'll expect it because this, bro.
Nigga.
It sounds good on paper, but you gotta think about the circumstances. When Shinsuke has good matches, besides that AJ Styles random match at Last Man Standing.
He tried to eat the dog, and look, the dog bit him in the arm and shit, bro. What the fuck?
Fucking Shinsuke, man. Like, dude, they ruin everyone from NXT pretty much.
I know.
It's unbelievable.
They do that. And it's like, and guess what? Andrade's already being ruined. They're gonna ruin Andrade too, bro.
They are, man. I'm sorry. They ruined Bobby Roode. Who else are they gonna ruin? Just a bunch of other guys.
Corbin out ruined.
Corbin kind of. I mean, they're gonna. At least he's kind of revamped, but not Big Cass. Never had a chance.
Yeah, we can go on for days.
Yeah, we can go on, but yeah, you're right. Like Shinsuke, he's got to win now. He hasn't won a title yet. It's not, not counting NXT, he hasn't won a title yet. This could be a nice start for his heel character because I like the character, but losing to AJ Styles that many fucking times, like, come on.
I'm reading a comment here from Dave Sack, right? He writes in the comment section in the chat. If you don't give it to Knock, then that means Jeff should drop it at SummerSlam to Almas. And I agree with that. End of the day, there's still some hope with Almas. Even though we said, they're ruining him and shit. They kind of do. They're booking him and shit. But if I'm to give the U.S. title to somebody right now, it'll be Andrade Cien Almas. At the same time, if you give Andrade the ability to have good matches on the show, I'll say this right now. I predict that Andrade and Sin Cara could have a good match. If given the time correctly, they can go out there and tear it up on the kickoff show. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll fucking see how that shit turns out. But we're going with Nakamura here again. It's at this point in juncture, now or never, really, to be honest here. But at the same time, what Dave says, there's a possibility that, hey, maybe Jeff wins the match and his next program is Andrade Cien Almas, and you have that match open the show at SummerSlam, right? Jeff Hardy and Andrade Cien Almas, and have Andrade finally have his moment as the new U.S. champion. But we'll see. We'll fucking see. We then get the Bludgeon Brothers versus Team Hell No for the Tag Team Championship of SmackDown Live. I'll be honest with you, bro. This whole Team Hell No reunion, I've had up to here with it.
I think it ends right like at the pay-per-view.
Like it was cool to see it that one day when they held for the first time in so many years. I thought it was great, but then after that, it's like like you remember why it's like you find this shit so annoying. Not only that, bro. Not only that, motherflower, but the whole notion, right? Daniel Bryan is back, right? He's back, and people want him to be taken serious. At the same time, it's like you're putting in with Kane, him doing these silly shits all over again. Like, yeah, granted, on Tuesday, Pyro came back. They brought back Pyro for the first time in so many in a while, right? Since the Great Royal Rumble and shit. Let that shit marinate. Accept that for what it's worth. Probably the last time you'll get Pyro until fucking SummerSlam, right?
Not even WrestleMania. Fuck that. Oh no, till that next Australia show. That's what you're gonna wait for.
I know. King of Dog Style Nakamura, they ruined AOP, the revival, the list goes on. I agree, the list goes on. Miz cost him Hell No on Sunday, maybe so, maybe fucking so.
That's what I heard. I heard they're pushing all this because Bryan, there's a possibility he's not gonna stay.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, think about this too, right? If Bryan isn't gonna stay, what's the point of putting the belt on him right now? I'm talking about the WWE title.
No, they're not gonna put the belt on him. They're just pretty much doing like all these feuds, like Team Hell No reunion. They probably didn't want to do it right away, but knowing that there's a possibility he could leave, they're gonna do everything they can. So if the Miz feud is gonna be for SummerSlam, then that's crazy. That should probably be a Mania feud. So they're probably pushing everything as much as they can. I think he stays because, dude, at the end of the day, money talks, man. I don't care what anyone
but at the same time, bro,
they're gonna give him a shit ton of money.
It's his happiness, bro. What makes him happy right now? You feel me? Like if they're gonna throw him a shitload of money,
he'll be dumb to reject it. Because the Indies, you'll make your money, but you're not gonna make as much as WWE. You're just not. WWE just got a fucking $1 billion deal. You think that he's gonna reject whatever deal WWE gives?
Bro. It's Bryan though, bro. Put it this way: if Bryan were to go, and again, we'll get into this like momentarily when we'll talk about Ring of Honor and shit like that. But if Bryan were to go to the Indies right now, he'd be making what AJ would have made on the Indies when he left TNA.
Yeah, WWE doesn't want that, so they're gonna throw a lot. They're gonna definitely negotiate well with this.
Apparently, Bryan wants
his agents. Daniel Bryan and John Cena have the same agent, so. Yeah.
Apparently, Bryan wants a limited schedule. Goes. From what I heard, he wants a limited schedule. He doesn't want to work, a full time. He wants to do part time and shit, which I understand totally.
Who said that, Bryan?
Yeah, he wants a limited schedule with limited dates.
Really?
Yeah, that's his demands.
Oh wow! They're gonna give it to him. Shit.
We'll see.
It's not like they don't need him, but they kind of want. He's gonna get you money. He's all over the place. I'm pretty sure he does good merchandise-wise. So.
Wow, no, bro.
I'll give it. If they give Dolph Ziggler $1.5 million, what the fuck can they give Daniel Bryan?
$1 billion, bro. $1 billion. The house, bro. They give him the house, motherfucker. They give him the fucking house. Anywho, I'm gonna go. Here's the thing about it, okay? They might give it to Bryan and Kane just for nostalgia. Like, okay, yeah, they're finally tag team champ, but it'll probably be short-lived. At the same time, you gotta remember, yo. Kane is likely to win this whole mayor run in Knox County. He is likely
he's going to be a mayor soon.
So once he becomes mayor, this shit's done. God forbid they make Bryan and Kane at SummerSlam, yo. God forbid, yo. Seriously.
What, face each other?
Yeah, dude.
They already have one time, right?
Yeah, dude, 4 years ago at this exact event, 4 years ago.
Oh, man, they better not do that.
I was there for that event, dude. I was there for that shit. Remember that?
You were?
Yeah, I was there.
It was in New York?
Yeah, it was in Jersey at the Izod Center. This was Bryan. When Bryan just won the belt at WrestleMania and shit, and it was Bryan and Kane in a fucking Extreme Rules match and shit, and Bryan did like a fucking body splash off the fucking forklift. Yeah, This was it.
That wasn't SummerSlam.
No, it was Extreme Rules.
That was Extreme Rules.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, but no, they faced each other on SummerSlam before,
No,
like
but
one on one.
they haven't yet. But God forbid, though, for you know.
I'm saying they have, but this was before. This was when Brian was a heel. I'm mad I remember this, but it was literally him when he did the no chance. This was before he became WWE champion and everything.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember.
Exactly. That's how forgettable it was. It was like it was literally the opening match, I think.
I guess so. Anywho, dude. For me, is Team Hell No. What about you?
Nah, Miz looks like he'll interfere. I think Bludgeon Brothers will retain. I don't. Right. I mean, it'll be all right to see Team Hell No win, but I mean, really, you're just gonna forget about the Bludgeon Brothers, the guys who you made win at Mania, just for nostalgia purposes. Yeah, like they'll literally be irrelevant.
I hear you. We got Carmella and Asuka going at it for the SmackDown Women's Championship. James Ellsworth will be suspended above the ring in a shark cage. Because they love their shark cages, bro. They fucking love the shark cages and shit like that. I'll be honest with you, bro. They need to get the belt off Carmella ASAP. They really, really do. I get it. They're going to SummerSlam. It's in Brooklyn. It's in New York. It's in Carmella's kind of like home state. And all that shit. You may want her to go in as the champion. That being said, though, I get the feeling, honestly, they're going to do this. They're going to find a way for James Ellsworth to get involved while he's on top of the shark cage. And Carmella finds a way to win. I get that feeling.
Dude, Carmella's going to have that belt for a while. And actually, she might lose at SummerSlam. But I think Asuka loses again here. It's sad because once Asuka lost that streak, she's just another person. I'm sorry, she's just another wrestler. So it's like, damn, that sucks, you know. But you know, they clearly have interest in Carmella and they think she's a solid heel champ. And with James Ellsworth, you brought him back, so you can't really have Carmella lose right away, right? I mean, kind of makes no sense. I think you'll have her, you know, just hang on to it for a little while, and whoever she faces at SummerSlam, I'm hoping she loses because like it is getting a little stale with her. You know, she tries, but I still think she'll just hold on to this belt still.
Yeah, I agree with that. Moving along here, we have Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt versus the B Team for the Raw Tag Team titles. These past couple of weeks have been the B Team having their way. I'm gonna make this short and sweet. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you agree the same way. We're gonna go with Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy retaining the tag titles here. Right?
All I gotta say about this, Bray Wyatt, man, don't text while you're driving. I heard what happened. Got into that accident and all that. Like, damn, JoJo like sending all those nice pics to you. Like, sheesh. So. Yeah, just watch out, Bray Wyatt. Obviously, they're gonna win. I don't know what was the point of building up. Like the build up to this is so weird because like B Team are winning all the matches. You know what's gonna happen. If the B Team win, I'm all for it because the B Team are entertaining, but I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Anywho, moving along here, we have here Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship in Extreme Rules match. I hate this match, dude. Of all the matches to be Extreme Rule, this is the match. It's literally no. It's literally Helga versus Big Patty all over again. Let me show you guys what I mean here. Let me show you guys what I mean when I say Big Patty versus Helga. This is literally what the match is, Motherflower. This is literally what the match is. I shit you not. This is literally what the match is. That right there. That is literally the equivalence of literally Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss this coming Sunday. It was the same thing at WrestleMania. The same thing at Backlash. It'll be the same thing here. In Extreme. Now this time, it's Extreme Rules now. They're going to use weapons and shit. Ooh, wee. Whoop-de-fucking-do, Motherflower. That's literally what it is.
It's going to be awesome, man. Don't hate on it.
Oh, how dare you, bro. How dare you, Walter.
Yeah, it's going to be whack. I agree. I mean, this type of match should be squash matches. You know what's going to happen. Alexa's going to fucking win, and it's going to be a long, drawn-out match for no reason. It's just pathetic. Like, what's the point of this feud still? Like, what was the point of Alexa really winning? I know what was the point, but man, we have to suffer through this just to get to Ronda Rousey. Oh,
I know. But
so
apparently,
well,
Ronda Rousey will be at rinks. Will be sitting in the front row.
oh, so our suspension's done.
I guess she'll be at the front row. She bought a
Damn,
ticket.
it's been a month that quick.
She's sitting there as a fan.
So that means Alexa's definitely gonna win, and there's your SummerSlam match.
Yeah, why not? At this point, right? Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
From there, but yeah, I'm going with Alexa Bliss. Unfortunately, we then get Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins in a 30-minute Iron Man match for the Intercontinental Championship. I think honestly, this will be probably the match of the night. Hands fucking down.
Well,
This
it's
is
an
the
Iron Man
match.
match. They gotta make it a match tonight.
You know what I mean? It's crazy to think like, yo, Dolph Ziggler is once again like a champion in WWE. After, yeah, granted he was a champion a couple months ago. He won the US title, but then he vacated the belt. I get that, but it's like, yo, in 2018, Dolph Ziggler had a fucking resurrection, if you will. It's amazing.
Probably after WrestleMania, right? Like when he got to Raw, pretty much. He wasn't doing shit on SmackDown.
Basically, yeah. Again, they'll have a good match. They had a good match a couple weeks ago, ended in disqualification. I'll be real about it. Does it really need a 30-minute Iron Man match stipulation? No, not in my opinion. Drew McIntyre will be at ringside per the stipulation from this past Monday when McIntyre went out with Seth Rollins, where McIntyre won. So we'll see what happens here. I'll be real about it, though. I think the way this is going, there's been talks of Seth moving up to the Universal title scene, so I don't see Seth Rollins walking now with the Intercontinental Championship. But it'll be a good match, though. I'm going with Ziggler.
I could easily go with Ziggler, but I definitely don't want him to win. I could see Seth getting it back, to be honest, because it was just weird for him to lose it like that.
Yeah.
And he can still feud to put a Universal title with that with the IC title. I mean, he's done it before. Well, no, not really. He was feuding for the US title while he was the WWE champion. But kind of similar. I think Seth wins. I'm gonna go with Seth actually.
Okay. Fair enough. From there we go on to the WWE title match: AJ Styles versus Rusev. Rusev's first attempt at the WWE Championship. Good for him. I think it'll be a fun match. All the fuck you want. It's kind of a shame that they're forcing Rusev to be the heel here when people are chanting Rusev Day every single night. He's out there and shit. That being said, there's no way in hell AJ's dropping the belt to Rusev. Not now. He's going
crazier shit has happened.
He's going into SummerSlam as WWE champion.
Oh man, like I said, crazy shit has happened, man. No one thought Jinder Mahal would be Randy Orton like a year ago. So it'd be a nice surprise if Rusev wins, and I wouldn't be mad if he won. But I know he's not gonna win. It's just weird to have AJ lose it like literally the pay-per-view before SummerSlam. So
I'm gonna say this. I say Samoa Joe gets involved after the match, and there you go. You have your SummerSlam match. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe at SummerSlam, yeah.
Now that's gonna be fucking crazy.
They do. I might go, bro. Real talk. I might just go to that match.
Just for that match? No, they're gonna need a lot more than that. But it's a good start if they do build for Joe, because Joe's not doing anything, right? So you gotta do something for Joe. But I'm glad Rusev's having this opportunity. Like I said, hopefully he'll be a world champion, down the line. But yeah, this is AJ's show, AJ's belt for now. They're all aboard the AJ train. And he deserves it. So.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll see, man. We'll see him on the flower. You guys ready? You guys are commenting in like crazy right now in the chat. Thank you guys as always. We didn't get the main event. Now, Mother Flower, you know the main event, right? The real man. Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley in a singles match. To me, this should be the match that deserves the Extreme Rules stipulation, in my honest opinion. This should be it.
Why would they name their pay-per-view Extreme Rules when there's only like 2 Extreme Rules matches?
Just one.
Oh, just one?
Yeah, Alexa and Nia.
Well, at least the others have stipulations like the steel cage and the Iron Man match. But no, not even the Iron Man match. That's not really extreme. And the steel cage, how
I guess Walter, it's extreme because it can be conditioned. You know, look what happened to
And
England.
the steel cage is fucking extreme. Really?
Look what happened to England in the World Cup. They lost to Croatia. They got out conditioned in 30 in overtime and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying, though. I agree, bro. I mean, to me, again, if there's any match that needs the stipulation of Extreme Rules, it should be Roman and Lashley. That being said, am I excited for this match? Absolutely not. I think this build-up has been shit. The brawl from this past little the pull-apart brawl they had on Monday was shit for no fucking reason. People in Boston did not even, like, mark out for this shit. They ate this shit and spit it out. Completely they did. And you wonder why Raw this week had the lowest rating in history. They did. You know?
And that's sad. It's the go-home show and has the lowest fucking...
Not only that, but, bro, it's the go-home show in Boston, bro. The Northeast. In America, that's like the most passionate wrestling region for wrestling fans. The most passionate region.
They were just like, nah, I'm not going to this show today.
Exactly. That being said, from what I heard too, Paul Heyman was a person that worked creative for the segment and shit like that. So, am I to believe that this match will have no more contender implications? Maybe so. But again, like, they've done nothing. It's like, what are they fighting for? What are they going at it for? You know? A cup of coffee?
Exactly. Like, I'm intrigued in the match because that's a nice matchup, but yeah, the build-up hasn't really been anything. It's about, oh, I'm the guy now. Bobby here was 10 years ago and you fucked it up. Like, what kind of fucking build-up is that? And then the brawl was alright. I didn't mind it, but we always see brawls. You're right. So it should be a good match. It definitely deserves some type of extreme stipulations. Fucking cold Extreme Rules. Like, you guys, WWE should be ashamed of themselves calling it Extreme Rules, but most of these matches don't have stipulations. Like, yeah. I don't understand that concept. But man, if I think Roman is the guy to face Brock at SummerSlam, unfortunately, so pretty sure Roman Reigns is gonna win.
I'm reading a team coupon right here. Do you think it will be Lesnar versus Reigns versus Lashley at SummerSlam for Universal title? Probably so.
It could be. That means Lesnar's going to
I would rather see that than see Roman and Brock again for the fucking umpteen time at SummerSlam. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Again, to me though, I'm going to go with Brock getting involved, and it's a clusterfuck of a finish.
I mean, that's what they should do. Because there shouldn't be a definite winner, like definitive.
Just know
winner
this:
here.
It's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They're gonna shit on this.
Well, doesn't matter. WWE doesn't care if they shit on it.
At the same time, hey, it's them once again putting some disrespect on the name of the WWE title. If this match really goes on last, I get that.
Bro, you know they got priorities, and WWE title is like, I know, but they don't make it. Like, I feel like AJ and Rusev, as good of a match that is, you're gonna compare that to Lashley and Roman. Like, Lashley and Roman's like a bigger fight feel. So I don't mind if that's the main event. I mean, CM Punk's been disrespected every time he had that belt. Cena was always the main event. So I didn't see people complaining back then.
Exactly. What's up, Mr. Punk and Mal? How the fuck you been, mother flower? Hey, brother. How the fuck you been, mother flower? But yeah, man, that's our predictions, man, for Extreme Rules again, guys. Yeah. I'll be real about it. I am not looking forward to this show. This show
after going over those matches, that felt like a chore almost.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where it's like, I just don't give a shit about this show. We'll be doing a review. I might do a live review. I'm not really sure yet. Listen, I've already said this before. I'm going to say it again. I don't watch wrestling sober anymore. I have to be high to watch wrestling. I really, really do. Guys, still hang on. There's so much shit to get into about this week. Literally, I got high for this shit. I'm going to get high for this show. Just like I got high for G1 special in the U.S. San Francisco for this past weekend from New Japan.
Man, I still gotta watch that show.
Oh, bro, here's the thing about it, okay?
You think I'm gonna watch that live? Wait, what time? It was on a weekend, right? Last week.
Exactly. I thought overall, listen, I didn't watch the whole show either. I just saw the key matches on the show. Because I'll be real about it. I am not going to sit there. Listen, I got love for New Japan, all the fuck you want. But I'm not going to sit there and watch tag team match after tag team match after tag team match after tag team match when, like, the key matches are, like, the final 2 matches on the show. Fuck that motherfucker. I'm not doing that shit, bro. Fuck
yeah,
that.
After watching their first fucking show on Access TV, well, it wasn't their first show, I think, but my first show watching on the Access TV shit, fuck that. I don't watch that shit live anymore.
Was this show better than Strong Style Evolved? Yes, it really, really was. I'll give you that. I really, really would. That being said, though, I'm gonna say this about it, okay? I felt like the show was alright for what it was. I did see the fucked up spot where Takahashi, I guess he broke his neck in the match versus Dragon Lee. It's unfortunate, but hey, things happen. Hopefully Takahashi makes a speedy recovery. I saw Jay White versus
fucking
Juice Robinson, formerly known as CJ Parker from NXT. Here's the thing about it. That match wasn't bad. The only problem was the match went way too fucking long. Way too fucking. Here's the thing about it, okay? I get it. It's New Japan, and a lot of these guys, a lot of these motherfuckers need to have these 30 to 40-minute match. And here's the thing about it. Not everyone, I feel like, can pull it off. Like, the only 2 guys I feel like can pull that off. Like, the only few that can feel like can pull that off is Okada, Kenny Omega, Tanahashi, and I guess, if anything, Naito. They can pull that off, if you get what I mean. That's it. Everyone else is like, okay, you're having a fucking match, but it's like, yo, you can, like, trim 5 to 10 minutes from the match. You know what I mean?
That's why I just can't sit through a whole show sometimes from New Japan, because all these matches are unnecessarily long. They don't have to be. And that's what makes the show long, like 5 hours, 4 hours. Like, come on, man. I can't sit through all that. I can't even do it with WWE.
Kenny and Cody was good. I enjoyed it, the match for what it was. They did this crazy spot where they did like a superplex from the top of the ladder into the ring. Crazy ass spot. Kenny won, of course. Kenny Omega won.
Of course.
And it led to the end of the match where the debut of the firing squad of Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and King Haku. So there's dissension amongst the Bullet Club.
They always do that shit.
Yeah, so now they call the firing squad. I'll be real about it. I'm not big on it. To me, it's like meh. It's another faction. It's another group.
They got way too many stables over there.
Like you got Chaos, which I understand it is what it is. You have the Bullet Club. You have LIJ. You have Taguchi Japan, and now you have the firing squad. Great. That's what New Japan needed. Another fucking stable. Listen, again, I'm not trying to come off like I'm shitting on the show, because I'm really not. You know what I mean? I just feel like, yo, if they're going to come to America, right? The north, the other side, if you will, right? You got to cater to the American audience. You just can't expect people to just be adapted to what they give you in Japan. This is not fucking Japan. This is America. You know what I mean? That's my take. That's my take on it. Yeah, I did see the whole Juice Robinson post-fight interview. Did you see it, Walter, by the way? Did you hear it, by the way?
No, I didn't. What happened? He called out WWE?
So apparently, I'll find it for you. So after the match, right? So what they do in New Japan, they'll do like a post-match interview, like backstage, right? And apparently, what's his name? Let me find this shit for you.
Surprised not all people he won that belt over beating Jay White.
Yeah, he beat Jay White, which made me happy. You know what I mean?
Like, I don't mind Jay White losing, but Jay White literally beat Kenny Omega.
Anything to get
loses to Juice Robinson.
Anything to get the belt off fucking Anything to get that belt off of fucking Jay White. I'm sorry. Jay White's trash. I'm sorry. So, yes. Walter, this was the post-fight promo that Juice Robinson cut. After the match, he shoots on WWE and NXT.
I knew it.
Here we go, bro. Because, again, you just got to have it,
Oh. Shit, anybody who says the titles don't matter in this business.
You hear it, right?
I hear it.
This can burn in hell. All right, let's be honest. Titles don't matter. If titles don't matter, then why the hell are we doing this? Titles do fucking matter. Titles matter. And the United States Championship matters. It matters. And you know what now? Juice matters. All of a sudden, presto changeo. You leave fucking NXT, the only place that's supposed to matter. The only place that's supposed to matter. I was told the last thing that I said when I left NXT, Kenyon Seaman told me, he looked at me and he said, CJ Parker, I'll actually use my shoot name, Joe Robinson. He said, Joe, go out and make yourself a star. Oh my God. Look, it's taken 3 years, but I landed on my feet, that's right. Hot boy. I landed on my fucking feet. Fast forward 3 years. WWE, NXT, all that shit, everything that you guys constantly ask me about, I know because that's what we talk about. That's what we talk about. We talk about WWE. But that's in the rearview mirror now, and guess what? I ain't going back. I ain't ever going back. It's okay because guess what? Guys like Cody Rhodes, guys like Kenny Omega, more guys like that, Will Ospreay, the big stars, the big independent stars. No, independent, yeah, you can take that and shove it up your ass. They're stars, baby. And I might not be a star yet, but I'm getting there. So titles do matter. And guess what, Kenyon Seaman? I'm doing my damnedest to make myself a star. Thank you guys very much. If you got any damn questions, feel free to shoot them. What was...
I love it. You think about it, yeah, it's kind of like him coming off like a schlep. You know what I mean? It's like he's, you know...
He sounds like, I understand you're going to be bitter, but all that Kenny Omega and Young Buck shit.
Well, let's get into it now, though. Let's get into it now. So, guys, the big news that came out this week, yesterday, literally yesterday. Well, officially Saturday now where we're at.
What, that they're signing with WWE?
No. So, this past...
That's what I was going to talk about. I was like, all that, like, independent, just before we get to that, because I'm going to forget it. Like, those guys that they're talking about, that independent, like, they're going to be in WWE. Come on. They're not going to stay there forever.
So, it's funny you mentioned that, Walter. It's funny you mentioned that. So, the big news that came out this past Thursday, right? Because right now it's Saturday, we're up where we're at. Right, it's officially Saturday, right? We're past midnight, mother flowers. That's how we roll, right? And literally, this news came out Thursday afternoon while I was at work. I know Matt Lopez. Shout out to Matt Lopez, by the way, longtime listener of the show. He tweeted me and Connor, aka OKFabe, who's still on vacation, by the way. Hopefully, he's having a fun time where he's at. And he sent us a tweet. It's a link to a video. And it was from Ring of Honor. They're announcing that they're going to host a G1 Supercard in New York City at the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, on April 6, 2019.
Wowza.
What happened?
No, I'm saying, like, wowza. That is some big ass news, dude.
It's big.
I think another wrestling promotion would ever be at the Garden.
I did a video on this yesterday. Now, granted, listen, I did the videos all in the moment. Like, oh my God, the game has changed, which it kind of did. The game has definitely changed. The game has changed completely. Excuse me. Would you agree that?
It kind of, because WWE fucked themselves up for that. Y'all don't go air TV shows anymore. You just go for shitty house events. Like,
hey, bro, the Christmas shows are fire, bro. What?
It's just not enough. And, eventually, with the money, like ROH and New Japan, if they just combine it together, like, hey, let's get a show at a really good venue. I'm interested to see how they can make a profit out of all that. They're probably going to lose money. But it's still a great... I think it's a good risk to take.
So
I think it's a really good risk.
So this is the press release on their website, okay? I'm going to read you parts of it, okay, till I can, okay? This is what they wrote in quote. For 16 years, Ring of Honor has created some of the top stars in professional wrestling, which is true. And for nearly 50 years, New Japan Pro Wrestling has brought Japanese strong style to the world. Together, these two companies have delivered world-class shows such as War of the World, which we've been to numerous times, Walter, Strong Style Evolved, Global Wars, Honor Rising, and the G1 Special, which New Japan has launched as a special kickoff in the United States to their annual G1 Climax, known as one of the most elite tournaments in professional wrestling. ROH and NJPW are proud to announce that on April 6, 2019, the companies will join forces to present the Ultimate Wrestling event, G1 Supercard, to fans from around the world live from Madison Square Garden in New York City. Now, why this so crazy? Well, it just so happens on that date, it's WrestleMania weekend for WrestleMania 35. Now, the way I look at it, okay, if you're going to do this show at any date, this is the right time to do it. WrestleMania weekend, where you know a bunch of mother flowers from all over the world are literally in one city. Right?
Yeah.
And here's the thing, and I get what you're saying, bro. It's a risk to take. Because here's the thing about it, right? Is this shit going to sell out? We don't fucking know. Honest to God, we don't know. What we do know, though, is that tickets will go on sale on Wednesday, August the 8th at 10 a.m. for Eastern Time for Honor Club members, and Friday, August 10th to the general public. I think, again, it's huge. The fact that, again, Ring of Honor in New Japan is the first ever, non-WWE company to do a show at MSG. Apparently, WWE tried to stop it at first, but then I guess Joe Koff and legal team got together and they lawyered up and they made it official, so good for them.
Good for them.
Now, at the same time, I'm gonna say this too, though. All right, the big flaw with Ring of Honor is the fact that let's keep it 100 here. Let's keep it 100. They rely so much on New Japan and some of those names.
Oh, bro, come on, that they have to. Dude,
I
wouldn't. Dude, the show wouldn't sound appealing if it's okay. Might have sounded a little appealing if it's just Ring of Honor, but not really. Come on, you know damn well because it's New Japan now. A lot of people are gonna try to get A lot of people are gonna try to get tickets. If it was just ROH, good luck selling that out. Good luck even getting like a third of that shit filled up. Okay, maybe I'm going overboard, but you know what I mean. So they gotta do what they gotta do. I'm pretty sure New Japan's putting money into this. So.
Oh yeah, they are, bro. They are apparently. So get this. So apparently, from what I'm hearing, the confirmed names for New Japan thus far is Tanahashi, Okada, Naito, right now. And I'm saying that because Kenny Omega's deal ends with New Japan nearly by the middle of January.
No, he's gone.
So my thing is this, okay, right? At the same time, yes, Ring of Honor, this is a win. Yes, it is. No one's denying that. But at the same time, it's like, let's be real about it. Ring of Honor, and this is my honest opinion. Again, I haven't really watched Ring of Honor like that since like 2013. Right? I used to watch it almost like every single pay-per-view and shit like that, right? I feel like Ring of Honor still, they haven't recovered from the punch to the stomach when they lost Adam Cole, they lost Red Dragon, they lost Roderick Strong. Ironically, they're all the Undisputed Era in NXT. But those were big names in Ring of Honor. And I feel like they haven't really recovered from that. You know what I mean? Of
course they didn't. And there's no buzz for Ring of Honor right now.
Yeah, granted, there's buzz now. This is the buzz.
But I'm talking about just their product in general. I'm not talking about this announcement. Yeah, this announcement's huge, but dude, the product itself, come on, man. What am I hearing? Dalton Castle as champ.
Well,
Jay Lethal's back as champ now. I guess that's a little better.
Taylor Hendricks.
Oh, we're hearing bad things about Ring of Honor. We're not hearing anything that's, exciting. Now this is their exciting news. The roster obviously is not going to help out. More people are going for New Japan. They're going for your Ring of Honor fans, but a lot of people New Japan stars.
I'll be real about it, bro. Cause I know me and Connor, we were talking about this like a couple days ago, like literally yesterday when this news came out, literally Thursday when this shit came out. We're talking, right? And because Connor's coming down to New York for WrestleMania weekend, and we're thinking about it, like, the plan is, because you think about it, right? We've been to numerous takeovers already, right? We've been to numerous takeovers. I'm thinking about.
Oh no, if we gotta choose one event, it's gonna be this one. Cause yeah, takeovers, unless like the card is like, oh man, it's kind of hard to miss.
But at the same time, though, from what I'm hearing, WWE, what they're trying. Here's the thing. Apparently, WWE they posted a statement today. In the statement that they posted, they say it's okay for Ring of Honor to do the show. Now, from what I'm hearing as well, how WWE is responding to this shit, they're gonna try to go after a lot of the Ring of Honor stars that their deals are about to end. They're about to go out, sign them to NXT and shit, and try to have the most stacked takeover card. Because again, they're going to go at it the same day. If
Bro, they should just move it to. They should move it to Friday. Like that's no, what I know. No disrespect to the Hall of Fame, but come on, man.
I know.
like if you want wrestling all 3 nights, everyone be happy. Have your takeover show on Friday. You've done it before. I think that was the first time they had takeover at WrestleMania. It was on a Friday, but I understand Saturday's the tradition, but to make every fan feel good.
If I were Ring of Honor, I'm gonna say this right now. I get it. You're confident in your pride, and I commend you for that. But at the same time, if I were them, I would have actually done this show on April 5th, the Friday before.
Nah, they want to compete. That's what it is.
That's the problem too. In reality,
they want to compete.
You're not competing. You're not competing if you're bringing me the same New Japan faces. You know, Takahashi and Okada and Naito and shit. Here's the thing about it. Because as great as they are too, bro, they're also aging. They're aging fossils now. It's like
Okada's still kind of the top guy.
I mean,
Tanahashi's aging. Yeah, even Naito.
I'm gonna say this again. I'm happy for Ring of Honor. I'm not shitting on Ring of Honor. The game has indeed changed. It has. You know, I think it's great that Ring of Honor with New Japan, they're opening the door for other companies to try to compete at Madison Square Garden. Now, I'm not saying that Impact Wrestling tomorrow are gonna fucking book a show at MSG. No, that's not happening.
Oh, that's definitely not happening.
It could happen down the road. Don't get me the fuck wrong. We're not saying that it's never gonna happen. Never say never, right? But if you would have told me, literally 5 years ago, that Ring of Honor, when Walter, me used to go to the Hammerstein Ballroom and shit, that some fucking fat smarky fan would have told us at the Hammerstein, as we're waiting in line to get inside the fucking building, that hey, one day Ring of Honor gonna do a show at MSG.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I always imagine it. Like, I did imagine a show at MSG because it was literally right there when we went to the Hammerstein shows. I'm like, you know, it's kind of crazy, but maybe one day it could possibly be at MSG. I mean, it's a long shot. But that long shot's reality now. They got help with New Japan, but it's still pretty much their show. And it's good for them. But I give them balls for having it on the Saturday.
At the Garden too, bro. And I'll be real about it. Like you said before, I'm curious to go into the show because I want to see the atmosphere. I want to see what it's like. Apparently, Joe Koff, I guess in a release, he stated that they're trying to configure 15,000.
15,000 people are going to be there?
That's the configuration for the event. 15,000 people.
So it's the real Garden.
The real Garden, bro. Not Hulu Theater, which is like a step down. Again, it's in the building of Madison Square Garden, but
it's pretty much a step down. You could have just done the Hammerstein if you're going to do that, right?
But they're hinting 15,000 people.
Bless them, man.
Bless their soul, but I hope it works. Listen, if they manage to get 9,000, that's a win in my eyes, bruh. The other thing about it, anything's possible. Let's put it this way, bro. No, all in sold out in like 30 minutes, depending how you want to look at it, all the fuck you want. But we'll see. No matches have been announced yet. But if I'm Ring of Honor, yo, I'm gonna try to lock in all these motherfuckers into a deal, lock them into the show. Or if not, you know what? Try to pony up with the companies such as Impact Wrestling, partner up with Evolve, partner up with all of these fucking companies, yo. If I'm Ring of Honor right now,
they ain't doing that. Their only partnership's gonna be with New Japan.
I know.
They don't need anyone else. Why would they need Impact?
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Impact now has to think of something else because no one's gonna be talking about them for a while.
Nah, bro. Don't say that, bro. Because you know what, dude? Ironically, they have a pay-per-view next week. Slammiversary.
Bro, but but come on, man.
You know,
Like
I get what you're, dude. I get what you're saying. I get it, but at the same time, like, bro, say what you want about Impact, but Impact, they've been doing some stuff that I've been enjoying, bro. They have. You know what I mean? Again, maybe it's the weed talking and shit. All the fuck you want, but hey, bro, they've been doing some stuff.
No, it's even if it's good, I'm saying they don't have they're not gonna have that buzz that right now Ring of Honor and New Japan are generating, because of the Garden show. That's gonna be tough. It's got to be tough for TNT. I mean, it's a new show. Can you even consider them a number 2 brand now?
No, here's the thing. Well, here's the thing about it, right? I think Impact is number 2 again, but they're not a close number 2. It's they are blocks away number 2 in my eyes.
You still think they're number 2? You don't think New Japan's number 2?
As far as America is concerned, we're not talking.
Oh, come on! I even think New Japan surpassed that. Dude, Impact's is a Canadian fucking show. Let's be honest now.
I know.
Aren't they always in Canada now?
I guess so.
And there's nothing wrong with Canada. I'm just saying.
But apparently, Impact they're coming to Vegas to do tapings. I even heard rumors of New York, so we'll see. ROH is partnering with NWA, which is true as well. They partnered up with NWA. So we'll see. We'll see what the fuck they're gonna do. We'll see what Ring of Honor is gonna do. I wish them nothing but the best. All eyes right now are gonna be on Ring of Honor leading up to the show. So if I'm Ring of Honor, all these shows need to be fucking fire. These shows need to really be top of the fucking food chain.
That ain't happening. They're gonna save everything for the show.
Cause you better believe, bro. You better believe. WWE is gonna go out of their fucking way to try to sign a lot of these Ring of Honor stars. That deals are almost up.
They'll be fucked. They can't be losing any more talent.
They better do something, bro. They better do something. Because again, dude, and again, I don't want to come off like I'm jinxing shit right now, but hey. Better believe it, bro. Better fucking believe it. Can you imagine, bro, if the Young Bucks and Kenny are signed to WWE by this time, bro? Can you imagine that, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Young Bucks and Omega definitely are gonna go to WWE. I just don't know when. Probably next year.
We'll see.
Probably around that time. I mean, yeah, they've dealt with problems in the past with WWE with that cease and desist shit. But come on, WWE really wants them.
We'll see.
And who knows? Maybe even Cody they'll get back. Well, that's why when Juice Robinson said that about
bro,
Omega and the Young Bucks, I'm
yeah,
dude, they're probably gonna leave soon.
Bro, get the fuck, yeah,
what's
bro,
the point of saying that?
Here's the thing about it. I think Juice Robinson's improved leaps and balance better than where he was years ago. All the fuck you want, but bro, just shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Because let's understand if you're bitter, but you can't be just saying these guys,
Yeah, these guys are stars now. These guys are fucking superstars now, and get the fuck out of here, bro.
Superstars are gonna leave. That's the thing, though. They're gonna go to NXT, and then what do you have to defend that statement with? Then you're gonna want to go back. So you can't say you'll never go back again. But I don't think WWE wants him, to be honest.
I know, dude. We'll see, dude. We'll see. So, anywho, dude, let's move on because we're gonna wrap up the show in just a little momentarily. It was great to think about this right now, right? If you're WWE too, you know they're gonna be watching that show as well. They're gonna see what the fuck Ring of Honor does as well.
Well, yeah, obviously they're curious.
Especially when WWE literally hit the all-time record modern low audience rating with 2.46 million viewers this past week on Raw.
Bad.
Exactly, dude. Moving along here, dude. Let's talk about Daniel Cormier, dude, and Brock Lesnar. As you all know, this past Saturday was UFC 226, International Fight Week, and the main event was Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic for the UFC Heavyweight Championship. And I'll be real about it, I am surprised that DC won.
Because I'll be real about it. I think some people were.
No, you know what it is, dude? Every time Stipe, and I wish Chase was here for this shit. I really wish Chase was here for this. But you know what it is, dude? Every time Stipe would fight, I've learned to bet against him, and I'd fail. when he fought for Reese Verdun for the belt, like yeah, he won. All right, fine, right? And then he fought Alistair Overeem, and at the moment I thought Reem was gonna win, and it looked like he was. He dropped Stipe, and then Stipe eventually drops him and shit, right? No. It was like Overeem had him in the fucking guillotine choke. It looked like he tapped out, but he didn't really tap out. And then fucking Miocic just dropped him and just fucking went to town on him and shit, right? And then Stipe goes on to fight Junior Dos Santos, right? And Dos Santos, who originally beat him in the first fight, you know, I thought because of that. But no, Stipe found the way to win. And then Stipe goes on to fight Francis Ngannou, right? He goes on to fight Francis Ngannou, who everyone was thinking, oh man, this guy gonna give Stipe problems. Or the same Ngannou that dropped Alistair Overeem in the first round with that fucking crazy uppercut and shit, right?
Right. And he was gassed.
And he was gassed, yo. He fucking literally exposed to shed. And then you go into this fight. And Daniel Cormier does the impossible. He drops him. In the clinch, he drops him and just drops bombs on him and shit. And becomes the second double champion in UFC history.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I think, yeah, it was cool. Think about it, right?
Yeah, because Daniel Cormier's been through a lot of shit, you know, losing to John Jones every time, and then, you know, so good for him, man.
So then, he wins the match. He wins the match and all that, right? And then he goes. He gets to the mic, tells Joe Rogan that he has something to say, and he calls out Brock Lesnar. Brock gets in the cage and shoves DC. Shoves him. He says that he watched the heavyweight disasters. Ngannou's a piece of shit. Miocic's a piece of shit. DC, he's coming for him, mother effer. And literally threw the microphone into the camera lens and broke a camera lens. Right? So, per Dana White, that's the next fight. Keep this in mind. Brock Lesnar has re-entered the USADA testing pool because you got to remember Brock was suspended by USADA after the UFC 200 fight with Mark Hunt. So, if this fight's to happen, it's not going to take place until like after January. People were saying, oh, the New York card coming up in November, but that's not going to happen. Which at the same time, people are wondering, hey, is Brock going to stay with WWE? You know, Brock actually only has one match left on his deal, apparently. That's SummerSlam. So wow. That tells you, hey, keep this in mind, bro. On Raw this past Monday, there was no mention of Brock Lesnar. There was no mention of.
Well, why would there be? There's no implications.
Because you know WWE, WWE loves to really start going out through social media and shit like that. So you already know, bro. So you would have figured that, hey, they would have gone out there and mentioned the fact that, you know, hey, their Universal Champion was in Las Vegas this past weekend, confronted Daniel Cormier, our WWE Universal Champion.
There wasn't a mention at all at Raw?
No mention at all. No mention at all.
On their Twitter account, there was, I think.
Yeah, Twitter, fuck yeah. Twitter went like crazy. Now,
but their Twitter account.
Oh, bro, I know. Now, here's the thing about it, too, bro. That's gonna be a crazy fight. It's gonna be crazy, because you gotta keep this in mind. Yeah, bro, it's a Brock Lesnar who's now at 100%. It's no longer this Brock Lesnar that had diverticulitis and shit like that.
Right.
So we'll see. It should be a fun fight. I'm happy for DC. I think he deserves this moment that he's going through right now. He deserves it. At the same time, you kind of feel bad for Stipe Miocic. But we'll see, man. What do you think about this, bro? What do you think, bro?
He'll recover. I think Stipe. Dude, he's won a lot of matches. He had a good reign with that belt. He's definitely one of the best, heavyweight champions in the UFC, I would assume, right? I mean, he's been dominating, and that DC one just came out of nowhere too. I ain't gonna lie, but like I said, I'm happy for him. I'm definitely looking forward to that fight, even though we're gonna have to wait a while. But we'll see, Read the it's the buzz right now. You need some buzz with Conor McGregor. I don't know what's going on with him, but you need this buzz.
I'm reading a comment here, right? I hope that'll be freaking stupid by Jersey the Wrestling Fan. I guess I don't know. Reading a comment by D Extreme. You got to be stupid if you think Brock just showed up on his own. I think he did. Vince knew and probably encouraged us. I don't think he. I'll be real about it. I don't think Vince even cared. I don't think Vince even cared. He probably knew about it, but what the fuck is he gonna do?
Anyway.
Look here, pal. You better watch it going to this show, pal. He can't do shit. He can't do shit about it. What the fuck's he gonna do? You know what I mean? And if you're WWE, hey, there's egg on your head now. There's egg on your face because you're about to lose your big attraction. You say what you want about Brock. I know Brock is a boring piece of shit. He only shows up once a year, whatever the fuck it may be. But when he's out there, bro, let's be real about it. It's an attraction. It is. Now,
he's an attraction, but
let's keep it 100, though. Here comes the wrestling hypocrisy when it comes to mixed martial arts. Y'all will shit on it all the fuck you want, but when Brock is fighting in the cage, y'all gonna watch. Don't tell me you're not.
They even watched when CM Punk was in the cage. Of course they're gonna watch.
Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. It's gonna happen. It's gonna back to this Ring of Honor thing real quick. Can you imagine if CM Punk showed up at this show? People were telling me that, yo, what if CM Punk showed up at this show, yo?
Man, they say everything. Let's see if he even shows up to All In.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, but we'll see, dude. We'll see. I'm reading a couple of questions that were sent to me by Dave Sack on literally the PM. He sent me these questions, right? And I'm going to just get out there and just, see what the fuck. This is what he literally sent me a couple moments ago and shit. This is what he sent me and shit. This is what he literally sent. He sent me 2 questions, right? Number 1, do you think Vince possibly may change his mind at SummerSlam and extend Brock's contract and title run so he can walk into the UFC event in November and possibly win the heavyweight championship? Well, the fight's not going to happen in November. It's going to happen in January. Because, again, Brock's suspension doesn't end by January. It'll probably end by January time. Secondly, I don't think he is. I think Brock is already done. And I think at the same time, Vince is not going to fork over that much money on Brock anymore. I think
it's not worth it.
It's not worth it anymore. It's not worth it.
Gotta make that. You gotta save that XFL money.
Exactly. And number 2, if allowed, would you want to see AJ Styles cut a pipe bomb promo on how WWE Championship is being a pushover so Roman Reigns can main event shows that have nothing on the line? But you got to remember, dude. You got to remember that Roman and AJ are on 2 different shows.
Yeah, Roman's gonna have to feud with AJ if that happens.
Exactly. So essentially, if they're both on the same brand, maybe so. If they're both in the same brand, but at the same time, the whole pipe bomb shit, it's already been done.
Yeah, and AJ's not really that type of wrestler to do it, unless he's literally being disrespected. But not really. He still has the belt.
Not for nothing, but he did it in TNA. Remember that whole pipe bomb he did on?
He did.
And it was alright, granted, it was there, but it doesn't come off him naturally. You know what I mean? That's the kind of guy. You get what I mean? He's not the kind of guy that go out there and just do a fucking pipe bomb promo just to fucking do it and shit.
His specialty is just in his wrestling ability. That's what people really love about him, not him talking. So if he was like a Punk, maybe if it's a guy like, let's say, The Miz, that I would understand. But AJ's a wrestling type of guy, and there's no point of him cutting some pointless pipe bomb promo.
Yeah. Reading comments here. Apparently, there have been more names announced for the second Mae Young Classic. Apparently, the names coming in right now are Caitlyn. Yeah, bro, Caitlyn is back.
Yeah, I heard she's back. That's wonderful news.
For the Mae Young Classic, so is Rhea Ripley. Nicole Matthews, a 12-year veteran on the indie wrestling scene, who was an alternate last year. Lo Cherie, popular from Stardom, a wrestler who recently made her WWE debut in Japan. Jinny, the current Progress Women's Champion. Ninja Warrior, who recently signed with WWE. My bad. Casey Catanzaro, the American Ninja Warrior star who recently signed with WWE. Can you imagine they signed someone by the name of Ninja Warrior? What the fuck, yo?
Yeah, but she was on the show.
Yeah, she was on the show, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, that would fit her name, I guess. I don't know. But what's her name is there? Fuck, who am I thinking? Oh, well, didn't they already sign Lo Cherie?
Yeah, so now she's going to take part of this Mae Young Classic.
So now she's in that classic. Okay.
Yeah.
She's probably gonna win the whole thing.
Yeah, probably so.
Nah, they can't have two Japanese wrestlers back to back, can they?
Yeah, probably so. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the World Cup, bro. The finale's coming up literally this Sunday. I'm gonna be real about it, bro. I thought this World Cup has been very weird. I think I've said that before. I'll say it again. It's been
that's what my coworker said. Exactly what he said. He said it's just a weird World Cup, you know. That's what he literally said to me. I'm like, you're kind of right, man. It is weird, but it's not a bad weird. I think the games have been okay. I think it's better than 2014.
Yeah.
Because 2014 was kind of predictable. You know what was gonna happen. Yeah. Not the 7-1 stuff, obviously, but Croatia's a nice team to kind of root for. Pretty small country. I'm excited for them. France, it's France. They're fucking stacked.
Tomorrow, so this past Tuesday it was the semifinal match. It was France and Belgium. I thought the first half was very competitive, dude. But France, dude, and I predicted it too. My prediction was France and England in the finale.
That was everyone's prediction.
And Belgium winning third place.
Oh, they could still win third place.
They probably could still win third place, yeah. But, dude, I mean, after all, I'm way off now because what happened and shit. And then Wednesday was Croatia and England, where England had the lead, and then Croatia kicked back up. And then in overtime, they outconditioned England. Yeah, England grandly played the last minutes of the overtime with 10 people because they couldn't substitute someone else. They couldn't do it. So they were stuck with 10 people.
That's their fault. That's what happens when you're facing against players who play for top flight club teams. Yeah, England, Premier League, nice and all. I'm talking about a guy who plays for Real. You're talking about a guy who plays for Barcelona. A guy who plays for Juventus.
Madrid.
Those Atletico Madrid. Those are top fucking teams. And then you're facing a bunch of Premier League team players, which is obviously competitive, but it's kind of a mismatch. I would take that midfield from Croatia over the midfield from England.
Dude, this finale though is gonna be insane though.
Yeah, because it's a battle of the midfielders.
The best part about it, dude, I am off Sunday from work, yo.
I'm always off, so it's gonna be great.
So tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern time, it's England versus Belgium for the third place spot. It should be a fun game. Dude. Harry Kane is obviously gonna win the Golden Boot. He's winning it, obviously.
Can he still? What if Lukaku scores 2 goals?
Well, they'll be tied, but they'll see. They'll see what's gonna happen. But right now, Harry Kane is actually in the lead right now. He's in the lead.
Yeah, with a bunch of penalties and tap-ins.
Yeah.
I don't want to disrespect Harry Kane, but he did not look that good against France.
And let's keep it 100, okay? The breakout star of this World Cup is Kylian Mbappe. The breakout star of the World Cup.
Oh, yeah. He's winning probably the Golden Ball.
Bro,
if they win.
He's the breakout star, bro.
If Croatia wins, I'd probably give it to Modric. But if France wins, Mbappe.
He's the breakout star, bro. He's the breakout star, dude, at age 19, bro.
19? How many Ballon d'Ors is he going to win?
Bro, just imagine he's 25, dude, and he's playing in Real Madrid.
Oh, I don't want to imagine Real Madrid. Fuck.
Oh, bro, he's going to Real Madrid, bro. He's going to Madrid. Hands fucking down, bro. That kid's going to Real Madrid. I don't give a shit what anyone says.
Well, we know one person who's not at Real Madrid anymore.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's Ronaldo.
He's part of Juventus.
That was pretty big news. I mean, I knew he wanted to leave, but man, Juventus. That's a pretty competitive league. So
yeah, dude.
Good luck to him. That team is going to be pretty good.
Dude,
he's playing with Dybala, Higuain,
Dybala, and freaking Mandzukic, bro. Let this shit marinate for a minute.
Mandzukic. Ooh.
And I heard that
their defense isn't that bad.
Neymar might be going to Real Madrid, too. Did you hear about that?
Oh, man. That would be a KD move.
But you think about it, right? Speaking of KD and shit like that, yo, France is like the Golden State Warriors, bro. Think about it. Griezmann is Steph Curry. Mbappe is Draymond Green. Kevin Durant.
Mbappe's Draymond Green. What?
Okay, Mbappe is.
How the fuck? Come on.
Okay, Mbappe is Kevin Durant. You know what I mean? Freaking
actually, nah. Mbappe should be Curry.
Nah, bro.
Pogba is Kevin Durant.
The light skin guy. Come on, you gotta give it to the light skin guy. Griezmann is freaking Steph Curry. Pogba is Draymond Green.
Durant? No, why are you giving Mbappe Draymond Green? If you're gonna give someone Draymond Green, give it to Matt Tweedy or something, or one of those defenders, or Umtiti. We'll give it to one of those guys. Don't Draymond Green's a defender. He's a all-star defender. He doesn't really score.
You gotta get the gist, okay? Get the idea.
No, you're not doing the good comparisons. That's why you're fucking it up. Okay, but I know what you mean. They are stacked. They should be able to win.
I'm going with France this Sunday. I'm going with France, dude.
But I gotta roll with my underdogs, man.
Croatia, bro.
I mean, I didn't pick them to win the final at first. I said they would go to the final. But, I mean, you know what's also helping it? When I saw France against Portugal from the Euros 2 years ago, I know it's two different teams now. But the fact that Portugal beat that France team, because that France team that's pretty stacked. Didn't have Mbappe, but it was pretty good. I think I'm gonna go with Croatia.
I know, but bro, anywho, we'll see, dude. We'll see what happens. This World Cup again has been weird. Speaking of the World Cup, they officially announced the World Cup of Qatar 2022. The date is gonna take place as well. So, by the way, I hate how Twitter updated on my phone now. I hate the new Twitter update.
It updated?
The new Twitter update on my phone sucks, dude. I'm telling you right now.
You have Android, right?
Yeah.
So does that mean they updated on Twitter?
So now all the shit. So now all the stuff is in the bottom now.
What do you mean? It's always been like that.
Nah, not.
Not on Android. It just started. Why you got it so late? I've had this for like 2 months now, or 3 months. I mean, you get used to it.
So apparently, the World Cup 2022 Qatar, they're announcing that it's gonna take place in the wintertime here in America. So it's gonna be from November something to December.
Well, yeah, because it's hot as shit over there right now.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So we'll see how that goes, man.
So how are the leagues, the clubs are gonna have to, like the major leagues in Europe are gonna have to adjust to that shit.
Exactly. Everybody can have to adjust to that shit right now, dude. That's the thing. Before we wrap up the show, I'm gonna read some comments real quick. Chris Phoenix writes here: Vince is too busy with the XFL and waiting for it to fail for the second time. Correction: Triple H will be watching that show, talking about the G1 Supercard show. Ring of Honor is my second favorite from Jersey the wrestling fan. LAX versus OG LAX from DX Extreme. Better bill than Elite versus Hit Squad. If from TN Couponer, if ROH and NJPW, if I were ROH and NJPW, this should be a PPV at MSG. It likely will be under the Honor Club or New Japan World probably. Chris Phoenix race here. NJPW is doing their best TNA impression. Oh, I'm shooting on WWE. I'm cool, bro. God. Meanwhile, Bad Luck Fale is sipping tea, saying to himself, I told David we shouldn't have reached out to ROH by DX Extreme. Bryan vs. Gargano by Steven Scott D'Angelo. There's a lot of comments here. I think Balor and Corbin needs shenanigans. If Corbin has corporate power, let him change the match at the last minute. Let it become Finn versus AOP in a handicap match by Dave Sack. Thrash Maniac writes here: Baron Corbin is one of the most boring superstars I've ever seen. Other than the Deep Six and the End of Days, what is special about him? I don't get it. That's just me, of course.
He's Constable now. That's one.
He's Constable Corbin now, bro. There's some comments that I'm reading here, if you will. Levi writes here: Braun Strowman is the best. Braun Strowman is the best thing about WWE right now. He's being booked like Roman should have been, a badass. It's each their own, I guess.
I mean, doing this porta potty shit, and
yeah,
I don't know if that's being badass, but
yeah. Walter, anything you want to say before we wrap up the show? Do you any closing statements you want to say, like final thoughts, if you will? Final thoughts.
Not really. No, wrestling's kind of on a pretty downward slope. The biggest news was obviously that ROH Supercards show with the G1 from New Japan. So that's cool. We're getting other wrestling companies, they're moving up in the charts, but that's cool and all. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully, we could the wrestling improves at least during fall season, which I know is not going to happen.
We'll see, bro. Again, this Sunday is Extreme Rules. Either I'll do a review on the channel or I'll do a live review, one or the other. We'll see. We'll let you guys know on Twitter and shit like that. You can follow the Team Hill Podcast on Twitter at Team Hill Podcast. All right. Also, on the flowers, we have a store over at Teespring. That's right, a t-shirt store over at Teespring. You go get yourself that merch. That is teespring.com/store/Team Hill Podcast 3. We have 2 shirts up on our store. We have the Certified Mother Flower shirt and, of course, the Team Heel Podcast shirt as well. Designed, everything done by Salrex, thanks to him. The logo, the designs, everything that you see on this channel has all been done by him. The guy did amazing stuff for a while now. Not just for myself, but for OKFabe, JD from NY206, the Sol Monster, Big Mike as well, just to name a few. So if you are a YouTuber and a podcaster out there and you want awesome logos and layouts done for your YouTube channel, your YouTube videos, your podcast, hit him up on Twitter at @officialsalrex. You can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. If you're on the channel right now, if you're on the YouTube channel, hit that sub button down below. Give the video a big old thumbs up. Also, this podcast will be available on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Podbean, and of course over at Spotify. Links to all that's down below in the description box. If you click on it, follow us there. Also, you're at to help support the podcast. Give this podcast a 5-star rating on iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, and Spotify and stuff like that. It helps the podcast out in the long run. Hit it, cuz!
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at HeyI'mWalter, and yeah, that is about it. Keep tuning into the show every week.
All right, yo, we're out like Janice Titties, y'all. The World Cup is coming to an end this Sunday, and football's coming home, y'all. Peace out with the flowers.